Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the NFL to its core. An event so explosive, so earth-shattering, that it could redefine the future of one of the league's most unpredictable franchises. This isn't just a rumor. This is a secret so tightly guarded, so cloaked in mystery, that only a handful of insiders in the NFL universe even have a hint of what's happening behind the scenes. But I've got information that's so direct, so precise, I can guarantee what you're about to hear is real. And it's only the beginning. Right now, in the darkest corners of the Cleveland Browns front office, phones are ringing off the hook. Confidential meetings are taking place in undisclosed locations. Elite executives, agents, and even powerful NFL figures are whispering in clandestine whispers. The NFL's landscape is shifting beneath our feet, an unprecedented push to acquire one of the league's most electrifying young stars. A player so vital, so game-changing, that his arrival could alter the entire balance of power. And let me tell you, the chaos isn't just inside Cleveland's war rooms. Major NFL media outlets, league insiders, and rival teams are all on high alert. Why? Because what I've confirmed, what my sources just confirmed, is that this isn't some small move. No, this is a massive, seismic shift. A move of such magnitude that it could send shockwaves across the NFL ecosystem, possibly rewriting the entire playoff picture for 2026. The question is, who? Who is the superstar, the elite game-changer, the piece that Cleveland's front office is desperately trying to land? Who could cause such upheaval? I can hear you asking, but patience, because I know you're desperate for answers. And I promise in just a moment I will unveil the truth. But first, you need the context. Imagine Cleveland, a franchise historically haunted by quarterback turmoil, offensive struggles, and a fan base starving for a star who can carry the load, who can put the team on his back when it matters most. Over the last few months, this franchise has been a whirlpool of activity, secret meetings, encrypted calls, private jets jetting around the country, all in search of a piece that might finally turn their fortunes around. They've identified the glaring gaps: a true game breaker at wide receiver, a player who can stretch defenses, create mismatches, and elevate an offense that's been underperforming for years. They've been shopping for this specific piece with relentless intensity, putting their best scouts on the case, paying top dollar in negotiations, and even risking their future draft capital. And then, in a moment that could redefine the entire offseason, they found HIM, the player who fits the mold perfectly. The player whose arrival could send ripples through the league. But I won't reveal his name just yet. That's for the climax. Instead, let me take you deeper into the incredible story of how Cleveland's front office is working tirelessly behind closed doors, making moves that could change everything. For months now, Cleveland's brass has been in a relentless pursuit. They've been watching film, waiting for the right moment, analyzing tape of potential targets, and holding clandestine meetings in secret locations. Rumors swirl about underground negotiations, discreet visits to player agencies, and even covert visits to NFL events where deals could be struck in a flash. They've been analyzing every aspect of the NFL's landscape, from the draft prospects to free agents to trade chips. And in the midst of all this chaos, the whispers started to grow louder. A superstar from a struggling team, a player whose raw talent is undeniable but whose career has been marred by inconsistency and injury, suddenly became the focus of Cleveland's attention. Could this be the move to propel them into true contention? Could this be the missing piece that transforms their offense overnight? Well, here's where things get even more intense, because this is no ordinary player. This isn't someone just looking for a new contract or a change of scenery. No, what's happening behind the scenes suggests a player whose star power, athleticism, and potential are considered league-altering. An elite talent that could be the centerpiece of Cleveland's new offensive revolution. And now, after months of secret meetings, encrypted calls, and high-stakes negotiations, it's time for the big reveal. Are you ready? Because what I'm about to tell you will blow your mind. I'm talking about Jalin Hyatt. Yes, the electrifying young wide receiver from the University of Tennessee. The freakish athlete who burst onto the college scene with his blazing speed, vertical ability, and game-breaking potential. The same player who captured the nation's attention in 2022 with his record-breaking season, winning the Fred Biletnikoff Award as the nation's best receiver. and earning unanimous All-American honors. The guy who dominated SEC defenses, pulling down 67 passes for over 1,267 yards and 15 touchdowns in his senior year, making him one of the most explosive talents in college football history. Let's break down the specifics. Jalin Hyatt was a third-round pick in the 2023 NFL Draft by the New York Giants, but it's clear that his potential far exceeds where he is now. In just his second season, he's shown flashes of brilliance, but also a frustrating inability to sustain consistency at the professional level. His rookie year saw him grab 23 catches for 373 yards, impressive, but not enough to make him a fixture in the Giants' offense. And the 2025 season, just 8 catches for 62 yards, largely an afterthought in a struggling offense that's desperately seeking its next star. But what makes Hyatt so intriguing to Cleveland? His raw athleticism, his vertical speed, his ability to stretch defenses that have been content to zone him out, his history of making highlight reel catches and blazing past defenders. When you watch Hyatt, you see a player with game-breaking speed, a true deep threat, and a rare combination of agility and leaping ability that could transform any NFL offense overnight. He is, without question, a prototype of what Cleveland needs, a young, explosive receiver with the potential to become the league's next superstar. Even with his current NFL stats, his college accolades, awards, and his undeniable athletic gifts have teams salivating. His contract. A modest 4-year deal worth just over $5.6 million, including a $1 million signing bonus. His market value isn't just about money, it's about his potential to be a franchise-altering talent. Now, why would Cleveland go all in for Hyatt? It's simple. Their offense has struggled mightily, especially at the receiver position. They need someone who can command defenses, force double teams, and threaten every play with the possibility of a big gain. Hyatt's skill set fits perfectly into their scheme. His speed can open up the entire field, giving their young quarterback, whether it's Dylan Gabriel or someone new, the weapon they've desperately lacked. A true vertical threat, someone who demands coverage, could elevate Cleveland's offense beyond mediocrity. But it's not just about the on-field talent. Behind the scenes, NFL insiders are whispering that Cleveland's GM, Andrew Berry, has been working tirelessly in the shadows. This isn't just luck or coincidence. It's a masterstroke of strategic genius. Sleeper negotiations, clandestine meetings with Hyatt's agents, and even a couple of secret visits to Tennessee have all been confirmed by multiple sources. Berry knows that this move could be a franchise-defining moment. He's operating with surgical precision, knowing that the league's eyes are fixated on every move. And the league insiders agree this deal could be a game-changer. Validation comes from league authorities who describe Hyatt as a once-in-a-generation talent and say Cleveland is seriously considering making this move. Rival teams. They're already trying to block it, but Cleveland's resources, the strategic leverage of draft assets, and their understanding of Hyatt's contractual situation give them a real shot. They're positioning themselves to make this happen, even at the cost of future picks. The emotional stakes here are enormous. Cleveland's owner, Jimmy Haslam, reportedly told his front office that this is the year we get it right, and insiders say Berry is all in on this plan. The coaching staff. They're ecstatic, dreaming of the day Hyatt dons the Browns, orange and brown, and becomes the focal point of their offense. The entire city already buzzes with excitement. This could be the start of a new era, a renaissance for a franchise desperate for redemption. So what's the payoff? Imagine the headlines: Cleveland acquiring a player like Hyatt, a speedster with a record-breaking college career now fitting perfectly into their scheme. Think about the highlight reels: explosive 70-yard catches, backflips over defenders, game-winning touchdowns in prime time. The NFL's hype machine would be in overdrive. Social media already predicting a new era of dominance. Fans dreaming of playoff runs and Super Bowl glory. Stadiums packed, merchandise flying off the shelves, and that unparalleled buzz that only a true superstar can generate. But wait, there's more. Behind this bold move lies a strategic masterplan. NFL media outlets are already buzzing about potential trade packages, with Cleveland possibly offering future draft picks, veteran players, or even package deals involving their surplus of offensive linemen or secondary assets. The league's financial landscape is primed. salaries are manageable, and Hyatt's deal isn't a drain on the cap. It's an investment, a statement, a declaration that Cleveland is ready to compete at the highest level with a new kind of firepower. And you better believe that every rival franchise, from Pittsburgh to Baltimore, Cincinnati to Kansas City, is watching this unfold with intense fascination. This isn't just a trade rumor. It's a sign of a franchise that's willing to go all in, to pay whatever price necessary, to bring in that one special piece that could turn their season from mediocrity into destiny. So what happens next? The next 48 hours are crucial. Cleveland's front office is working around the clock, trying to finalize a deal that could change everything. Negotiations are intense, stakes are sky-high, and the league's eyes are focused on every move. And here's the kicker. This isn't just about a player, it's about a vision. A vision where Cleveland's offense becomes unstoppable, where they finally shed the ghost of past failures, and where they rise from the ashes to claim their place among NFL's elite. All it takes is one seismic move, one blockbuster trade, and this story will be etched into NFL history forever. So stay locked in, because what you've just heard is only part of what's coming. The final chapters are yet to be written, and trust me, the story of Jalin Hyatt's arrival in Cleveland is about to reach its epic climax. And when it does, remember, you heard it here first. The NFL's future is about to change forever, and you're right at the center of it. Buckle up, because big things are coming, bigger than anything you've ever imagined. Because in this league, only one thing is certain. When a star like Hyatt is on the line, the game is about to be totally rewritten. And Cleveland, they're about to make sure everyone remembers their name. The countdown has begun, and trust me, it's going to be legendary.